Good morning, friends. So my name is Brittany, and I am going to be sharing a little bit of my story with you this morning. But if you have not watched the main event from last night, the sneak peek into coaching done by Allie Upham, go ahead and exit out of this video and go check that out. It's going to be the pinned post. But if you have watched that, good morning. My name is Brittany. I was supposed to be going live with you, but there was a little mix-up in technology. So hopefully you can watch this video on your own time, and then I can answer the questions in the comments as they come in. So I apologize for that. But my name is Brittany. I will not waste any time getting into my story. I'm 27 years old. I'm a newlywed-ish. I've been married for a little less than 2 years to my husband, as I call him. His name is Ben. And I'm a nanny full-time. I change diapers and make chicken nuggets for a living. That's what I like to say. And I do have my notes here because I'm a little bit of a talker. So if I look down, I'm looking at my notes. So like I said, my name is Brittany, and I went to Ohio State University for HDFS, Human Development and Family Studies. I had a full ride to the university. Praise God for that. And I started school as a pharmacy major because I knew I wanted to make money, and I knew I wanted to have a flexible schedule so I could stay home with my kids, because I've been babysitting since I was like 12 years old, and I knew I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, but in today's society, that's not really like a thing that pays money. Insert Beachbody. And so I had no idea what I wanted to do. I changed to Human Development and Family Studies because I knew it was my passion, but did I think I was going to have a job that paid the bills? No. It pops up on my time hop every year from May of 2010, so 7 years ago. My status was, I just wish that I could be a nanny until I have my own kids, but it doesn't pay any money, and how am I ever going to meet a man? Well, here I am making a very significant income as a nanny, and I'm married. So God is really good, and that's kind of how my story starts. Like I said, I went to the Ohio State University. I was a cheerleader my whole life. I'm a little bit taller, 5'10", never worked out, never came from a fitness background. I dieted a little bit for like vacations and stuff, and I would like get on the elliptical, but nothing serious. And then after college, I decided I wanted to be a bikini competitor after never working out in my life. And so I started, Pinterest wasn't even really a thing yet, but I was on Tumblr, and I had these girls with like 6-packs and baby oil on their bodies, and I was like, I want to look like that. So I just started kind of starving myself. I was working 2 jobs. Actually, I was working 3 jobs when I started my preparation for my competition. I was a nanny, I was working at a child care center, and I was a server at Dave & Buster's, a server and a bartender. I was working out before and after work, and I was not really eating very much food at all. For my 5'10" frame, I was eating under 1,000 calories more often than not. So long story short, I lost all of my social life. I lost all of my friends. And I don't want to talk too much about my fitness journey because this is my coaching testimony, but you kind of have to know what Beachbody meant for me when it came into my life. I walked away from fitness entirely. I was super lost and broken. Right after my competition, I got sidetracked and I had my notes. Right after my competition, so I did compete in a bikini competition in October of 2012. And right after my competition, I hit rock freaking bottom. And when I say rock bottom, I had no friends. I lost all of my friends because of my crazy schedule, working like 70 hours a week and in the gym like 20 hours a week. It's hard to have a social life on top of that. I was living in my friend's unfinished basement. It was like negative 20 degrees that winter. I get goosebumps just thinking about it. And that's when Jesus came into my life. But that's a story for another day. I wouldn't be here without him, so have to say that part. And then I kind of just walked away from fitness entirely. I was struggling with binge eating disorders. I was hiring coach after coach, trainer, new program, diet pills, all these things. Something had to fix me. I did it before. Why could I not do it now? What was wrong with me? So I finally decided to walk away from fitness entirely. I unfollowed all those accounts on Instagram. I stopped working out. I canceled all my gym memberships, and I bought bigger clothes. I was like, okay, I can't fit into any of those clothes anymore. And every morning when I get dressed, it's depressing. So I'm just going to put the past behind me. I'm never going to be that size again. I'm never going to be content with my body again. It's fine. So insert my community that I got plugged into, and people started pouring into me in a way that I started to believe in myself because they were believing in me so much. And fast forward today, that's kind of my whole mission with coaching. People empowered me to love myself. People empowered me to feel comfortable in my own skin. People empowered me to do the things I didn't think I could do. And my whole mission as a coach is to pay that forward. So fast forward, I got married in August of 2015. I never dieted or worked out or anything leading up to my wedding because I associated diet with all of these negative things. So right after we got married, we got settled living together, and I was like, okay, I want to figure out what normal people fitness is. I want to be healthy. I want to be happy. I want to like vegetables. Like, show me what that's about. So I purchased 21 Day Fix with Shakeology from a friend. I never thought that I was going to be a coach because I had to get my act together. I had to, get back to my bearings. So I did 21 Day Fix as a challenger. I didn't sign up as a coach right away. I didn't think I was ever going to drink another bag of Shakeology because it was so dang expensive. And then my personal testimony was so powerful that I was like, you know what? People need to hear about this stuff. 20 months later, I'm still drinking Shakeology every day. I've lost over 25 pounds from Beachbody programs and products, and I just feel amazing. And the reason that I coach is because I've had such drastic life change from these products and programs that why would I not want to help other people get connected to these products and programs? So that was a little longer than I want it to be, but I think it's important to know where I come from with fitness. I have no background in fitness whatsoever. I literally have been a nanny since I was 12 years old, essentially, in and out of childcare centers and just taking care of babies. So if you're a stay-at-home mama, I can relate to your story. I'm not there yet, but that's what I do for a living. So I had no intentions to be a coach. I had a bad taste in my mouth about diet and fitness, like I said. And then 9 months into this thing, I was like, okay, people are starting to ask about what I'm doing. This is the first time I've ever had consistency because I was a yo-yo dieter. Like I said, I would diet really hard for vacations, gain it all back. I would diet really hard for a bikini competition, struggle with binge eating disorder, and I was just like this all the time. So for my friends and my family and my followers in social media to see that I had stuck with something for more than 3 months was super awesome. So I literally signed up as a coach on June 29th. I'm coming up on my 1-year anniversary, and I never looked back. I never questioned what I was doing. I just had such a belief in what was happening, a belief in Beachbody, a belief in myself, a belief in the testimony I had from Shakeology because I suffered from chronic constipation my entire life, and I was going to the bathroom, and my stomach felt good because it was functioning properly. So here I am. I've always had dreams of being a stay-at-home mom. Like I said, I do still work as a full-time nanny, but my husband and I are going to start trying to have a family soon. And my kiddos, I've been with them for 4 years with this family. They're going to be in school full-time soon. They're not going to need me full-time soon. So Beachbody has been able to, I've been able to build my income with Beachbody to essentially replace my nanny salary, so that when I do have kids, I can watch my nanny family 1 or 2 hours a day after school, and I can be a stay-at-home mom. That is my why. That is my passion. I've been raising other people's kids for 10, 15 years, and I believe that I'm going to be gifted the opportunity to stay home, to work from home with my own children. A little bit more of my coaching testimony. I had tens of thousands of dollars in debt when I got married. We put our honeymoon, we put a lot of stuff on our wedding. We paid for a lot of our wedding ourselves. We put it on credit cards. So here we are, my husband and I, newlyweds, tens of thousands of dollars of credit card debt. My husband decides to start his own business. He's a contractor, home remodel, and I was like, so his income went like this. There were weeks that he had a backsplash tile job that would pay $300, and there'd be weeks that he'd have a basement finish that would pay $30,000. So his income was like this. And if we didn't have Beachbody on his weeks like this, it would have been real bad. So I do want to tell you that as of March of 2017, so like 8 months into the business, we paid off all of our credit card debt. All of our credit card debt, tens of thousands of dollars of credit card debt paid off because of Beachbody and because of Jesus. And so I am well on my way to replacing my income. 11 months into the business. And I'm not going to tell you that it's easy. I'm not going to tell you that it just happens. I get up at 5 a.m. every day and I get my power hour in before work. But like Allie said, an hour, 2 hours a day, if you really want to take this thing, it's literally 10 minutes here, 15 minutes there, 20 minutes there. I promise you that you are not busier than me. I'm plugged into small groups at church. I volunteer. I serve. I'm a social butterfly. I'm 100% extrovert. I have plans every night of the week. But I make this thing work because it's my passion. It's my purpose. I got a testimony this week from one of my challengers that she posted a quote, and it was an awesome quote, but then I read the caption, and the quote was about me. For the first time in her life, she was comfortable in her own skin. I gave her the gift to believe that she was enough. Something like that was the quote. But it was like, okay, God, I am right where I'm supposed to be. I'm sharing my story. I'm inspiring others, and I'm empowering women to believe in themselves. And I think in today's society, that is a pretty powerful thing. So I have to tell you, I have had a very lucrative first year in my business, but Beachbody does not guarantee the success of any coach. It's based on your skill and due diligence. And if you show up every day and you plug yourself into the amazing training academy that Allie talked about, you're literally going to have all of the same tools that I was given. So if you have any personal questions for me, comment below. I'll get this up as soon as I'm able to. I'm sorry it wasn't live. Maybe I can squeeze a live in later today, but my girls are 3 and 4 now, and we just can't guarantee on naps ever anymore. So I wanted to make this video just in case and get it posted. So let me know if you have any questions. Thank you for spending your morning with me, and hopefully see you all soon in our community.